Welcome to the Spring 2012 ASAP Graduation Reception. Shh. Honoring our prospective Spring and Summer 2012 graduates. I would like to acknowledge some folks who have joined us this afternoon and who have been instrumental in your Queensborough and ASAP experiences. As I mention, everyone, if you don't mind, kindly standing, and when everyone has been acknowledged, we'll give them a round of applause. First, the wonderful ASAP staff, student manager, student management coordinator, career and employment specialist, our CUNY office assistant. Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Karen Steele. Associate Dean for Academic and Institutional Research, Dr. Paul Marchese. Our faculty liaisons. Our IT specialist, did he come in while I wasn't looking yet? We are going to have the program coordinator from the central office, Melissa Fernandez. I don't think she came in yet. Thank you all for being here to honor our graduates. All of you are extraordinary professionals who have worked with our students and the ASAP staff throughout the years and have helped to make graduates' experiences as wonderful as they are. Let's give all of them a round of applause. Thank you. And now, for the reason that we're here, I would like to welcome all of the ASAP graduates, friends, and family to this momentous celebration of achievement. We are here to celebrate being ASAP students, for the progress you've all made, and to recognize you as our newest and projected graduates. Congratulations to each and every one of you. As you graduate from Queensborough Community College and from the ASAP program, you are part of the second, third, and fourth ASAP cohorts, or cohort 2, 3, and 4, as you know we refer to you. This means that some of you, actually 9 cohort 2 students, joined ASAP in fall 2009. 14 cohort 3 students who are graduating enrolled in spring 2010, and 26 cohort 4 students graduating enrolled only 2 years ago in fall 2010. You have completed your coursework and graduation in a relatively short period of time, within 2 to 3 years. That is amazing, amazing for community college students. Hasn't the time passed quickly? We have so much to reminisce about, and I would like to ask you, the ASAP students, with a show of hands who are here, how many of you are from cohort 2? 4? 5? Great. And cohort 3? I see one in the back. Any other cohort 3s here yet? Ah, you have to raise them high. I can't see you. Okay. And cohort 4? Okay, cohort 4, we have a lot. So, will the June and August prospective grads please stand up so that we can applaud each of you? Stand, all of you who raised your hand. We'll be calling you up later for your certificates. As you know, the graduation rate of our initial cohort, cohort 1, which was targeted to be 50%, turned out to be, at Queensborough, closer to 60%, actually 58.8. That was amazing, too. University-wide, the 3-year graduation rate for ASAP was 55%. Due to the great success of the ASAP program and these impressive graduation rates, we are in the process of expanding the ASAP program so that by fall 2014, we hope to almost quadruple the size of the enrolled ASAP student body. And you, my dear students, have helped to make this possibility a reality. So I thank you. We are now in recruitment mode, and we have engaged the volunteer services of some cohort 5 students who just came in last fall, who are serving as ASAP ambassadors to assist in recruiting 300 new students for fall 2012. We also have 2 students who are working in the ASAP office as recruitment aides. And we have 1 ASAP graduate who's worked with CUNY Central ASAP as an outreach leader and now has come back to Queensborough to assist further with our specific recruitment. And I am hopeful that as each of you move on, some of you will come back and help us recruit and give back to the program that has helped you get here today. As some of you know, this semester, in anticipation of the ASAP expansion, we have initiated a pilot faculty mentoring program. Interested faculty guide and mentor selected ASAP students until graduation. The response has been overwhelmingly positive, and we look forward to continuing with this new initiative in the years to come. I am hopeful that as you leave our program here at Queensborough and transfer to a 4-year college or transition into the workplace, that you take away with you fond memories, close friendships, along with your diploma and the various little ASAP gifts that you've received along the way. The experiences you've enjoyed, the knowledge you have acquired, the skills you have improved, and the advice you have benefited from, all of these combine to reflect the advantages of having been a student in the ASAP program. Congratulations again. And now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing you this afternoon to our keynote speaker, Dr. Karen Steele. Dr. Karen Steele has enjoyed a fulfilling profession as an administrator at Queensborough Community College beginning in 1984 after extensive teaching experience in academia. She serves the college as our current interim vice president for academic affairs. She completed her PhD in English at Brown University, writing about social change in George Eliot's fiction. She also has provided leadership for implementation of many of the college's academic initiatives, including assessment of institutional effectiveness and student learning outcomes. Vice President Steele has served as an evaluator on numerous Middle States accreditation review teams. And last but not least, she has been a staunch supporter of our ASAP program since inception in 2007. And for that, let's all say welcome and a big thank you to Vice President Steele.
Thank you, Bobby. You're reminding me that there was a big celebration at Bronx Community College when ASAP first got started, and we were there and near the door, and Mayor Bloomberg came in, so naturally he shook hands with us first. I'd never been that close to the mayor, so, you know. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'd like to say good afternoon to all of you and greetings to the graduating students, their parents, families, and friends who are here today, which is a visible sign of the kind of support you've been giving all along. This is a special moment. It's time to feel very proud of your achievements. A time to reflect on where you have come from, where you are now, and where you are going. And when I finished writing this very short piece, I realized I just gave the outline. You see, I used to be an English teacher. Can you remember what you felt like when you started here? When you entered Queensborough, each of you brought years of experience, at least 17 or 18 years. And I hope that your instructors acknowledged that experience that you brought. But mostly, I hope you took a good look at what you were bringing to your studies and to the community at Queensborough. You had things to share, experiences good or bad, and you had things to learn. As a new ASAP student, you were entering a new place with new expectations, but also with a strong team to support your transition. One of your first tasks was to develop your identity as a college student and to become comfortable in that identity, knowing that it might be somewhat different identity from when you were a high school student, or the different from the identity you have at home, on the job, hanging out with friends, or just walking up and down the street looking around and taking in the atmosphere. So now I'd like you to reflect on where you are now, 2 years of study later, although it might have taken a little longer than that. What you are like now. What have you learned? What do you like? What new skills have you developed? What concepts have been most exciting or challenging or difficult to grasp? I'm guessing you may name things, many of the things that you've learned, such as how to organize a speech or a paper, how to design and carry out a research project, how to speak in public, choosing your tone and your vocabulary and your evidence to convince your audience but not offend your audience. That's not always possible. How you've learned how to organize your time so you can get all that mountain of work done on time. And I'm just curious, a show of hands, how many of you found when you came to college that you had to spend a lot more time studying than you expected? Oh, that's reassuring. It won't change. You've also learned how to listen to someone who takes a long time to say what he or she is trying to say. And that's really important to be able to do. You've had to consider that maybe something that you'd believed all your life was one way, just might be a different way. You've learned how to perform at a professional level, whether it's in a debate, in a dance performance, in service learning with children. In many ways, you present yourselves professionally. And I imagine you've changed your mind a lot about a lot of things. And I imagine you've spent a lot of time thinking about the meaning of things. I'm pretty sure you're eager to continue to learn as much as possible. And right now you're thinking seriously about what comes next. So what does come next? Is it a better job, a new job, baccalaureate studies, time out to explore other possibilities? I would urge you at this point, we call this point commencement, which means beginning, to be daring, to follow your curiosity. Now, you may need to help out at home for a while because I'm sure that your family has been stretched a good bit supporting your studies, so they may be just looking forward to having you pitch in with the laundry or the shopping or the cleaning or the repair work or watching your siblings, or anyway, I think you know what I mean. But don't get sidetracked from your long-term goals. Now, like all commencement speakers, I have some advice. It's brief, but here it is. Make friends with people who respect you enough to tell you the truth. Build a network of friends who challenge you to think and learn, and who will support you when you're in trouble. Whether you're going directly into the workplace or going into baccalaureate studies, look for someone smart to mentor you. And finally, echoing what Ms. Brower said, look for opportunities to give back to your community. And I think by now you probably have an expanded idea of community. So be proud of where you are now, where you have come from, and be proud of the obstacles that you have faced and dealt with. Be proud of what you have learned and the degree you have completed. And be proud of having earned that degree at Queensborough Community College, City University of New York. Best of luck, and thank you for the opportunity to spend some of this time with you.
Thank you so much, Vice President Steele. Very inspiring to all of us, I think, right? So now we are here for the actual certificate awards. And so I'm going to call, your student manager will come up and we'll call out your name. We'll hand you the award. We'll take a picture. After everything is done, then we party, we eat. Don't leave forgetting a special gift that we have for you, and of course, saying goodbye, and hopefully I'll see you next week at the commencement exercises. So who's going first? Okay, Melissa. And
Miss Marilyn Rodriguez. Mr. Ruben Torres. Mr. Kenny Ayala. Ms. Tiffany Etchevers. Ms. Christina Enriquez. Yvonne Gonzalez, Evie. Mr. Christopher Graham. Ms. Stephanie Jerome. Mr. Alberto Leacock. Ms. Whitney Masijian. Ms. Camille Mitchell. Mr. Ulabek Razakov, Beck. Next, Rosanna Fernandez will announce her students.
Okay, so Shanti Brown. Natalie Callejas. Jason Castillo. Robin Christian. Amanda Flores. Thomas Wang. Samantha. Nakisha St. Rose. Lavinia Wright Wart. Wan Kian Shang. And we have a few more that just walked in, so I think Melissa and Danielle are going to be coming back up.
Mr. Gatani Mabu.
Ms. Whitney Masijian. Were there any graduates whose names weren't called? We missed you in the sea of balloons? No? Okay.
And now if all of the graduates could just come up to the front for a group picture.